Hello, everybody. I just want to start off tonight by thanking everybody for coming out. It's kind of a dreary night, but we appreciate you coming. And I wanted to introduce our speaker tonight, Dr. Haley DeGraff. She went to the University of Arkansas School of Medicine and then attended UAB here in Huntsville for a residency, and actually taught at UAB for 6 years in family medicine, teaching geriatrics, and that's how she got interested in doing anti-aging. And, you know, how can I keep people on this side rather than going into the nursing homes? And that's where the aesthetics and the wellness and the weight loss came from. And so the advanced clinics started about 6 years ago, and we want to talk about our newest and latest and greatest thing tonight, which is Zeltiq. And so without further delay, Dr. DeGraff.
All right, so tonight we're going to talk about Zeltiq, which is a brand new, there's nothing else like it, because it actually is using cold. Everything that we've been doing non-invasively to get rid of anything, get rid of hair, get rid of tattoo, get rid of sun damage, get rid of wrinkles, has always come from a perspective of heat. So basically this is totally novel because it actually uses cold. And as we all know, cold can destroy tissue. Frostbite, you think about going to your family doctor to get a wart frozen off. So basically, none of the heat methods worked very well. So they started looking on the other side of the aisle and they came up with Zeltiq. And we'll talk a little bit more about it. They call it, the machine is called Zeltiq, but the procedure is called cool sculpting. And cool sculpting is completely non-invasive, and that's one thing that I have to have. I'm not a surgeon, I don't do liposuction, tummy tucks, so I really wanted something in the office that we could do non-invasively that really worked. And we looked at all the heat mechanisms, all the lasers. We brought in 5 or 6 different technologies and did some guinea pig patients who volunteers, and we just didn't see very good reproducible results. But you know, this is what we were looking for that actually is proven and that we could reproduce in the office. And basically cryo means cold, and lipolysis means destruction of lipo, and lipo means fat. And it reduces fat in problem areas like pooches or bulges. I mean, you can't just, it's not a machine you stand in like this and turn all the way around and it just gets your whole body. It has to be an isolated area. And it is patented. It's the only one. That's it over there. We actually brought it down so y'all can take a look at it. It's extremely safe. And I'm going to go over why it doesn't freeze other things here in just a minute. Got FDA approved in October. And we are the only one in Alabama for now. So we're enjoying our little monopoly that we have. But it is very new. It's been talked about a lot on TV. And just really got going in October when the FDA finally gave their approval. It cools or crystallizes, almost freezes, and it kind of does freeze them, unwanted fat cells in these bulges, and then that causes a natural controlled elimination of the fat cells through your own lymphatic and excretory systems. So back to cryolipolysis. I've already said cryo means cold. Lipolysis means, you know, lysis or death of fat. And once again, it's non-invasive, and it breaks down the fat cells and reduces these bulgy areas, but it doesn't damage skin, nerve endings, blood vessels, anything like that. It was developed at Harvard, and basically, it's kind of brilliant, but there was 2 researchers that had found some obscure papers that were actually written in the 70s. And basically, back in the day when kids, I guess they still do, but kids would suck on popsicles all summer long. They would have a temporary, now in children they're still gaining fat cells, but a temporary hollowing or sinking in of their cheeks from sucking, and it was from the prolonged exposure to the cold. And somebody back in the 70s had actually written a paper about it. And just based on the fact that we already knew that cold can damage and destroy tissue, they put it all together and came up with Zeltiq.